I am here with Zoe.
Yes.
Or Zoe. Some people call you Zoe. I like Zoe.
Either one, girl. I go with both of them.
And I roll with Haitians, so it's like
yeah. Everybody always asks me, am I Haitian too? And I'm like, no, it's just the name.
Are you Bayesian?
What's that? Black and Asian?
No, like from Barbados. Because their last name is Fenty. That's not a common.
Yeah, no, it's just I gotta ask my parents, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? But no, I don't think so.
Family tree. Look back at the family tree because so many people don't know.
Yeah.
But you could be.
Well,
then we could be cousins.
Gotta look it up.
Yes.
Right.
You should.
I will. And I get back to you on that.
Yes. Shay Rodriguez here with Plastiq magazine. I am here with Zoe. Thank you so much for sitting down with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. Now tell me, you are a social media superstar. And before you were slinging these jokes on social media, you were slinging them drinks.
Right.
Drinks.
Right.
At Starbucks.
I was.
Did you ever think that you would be a working comic?
I didn't think I would be in the comedy field, but I did want to start off with dancing or acting. So I knew I was going to be something, but I didn't know it was going to be this. But I knew I would be somebody. So while I was there working at Starbucks, my cousin introduced me to Vine, and she was like, oh, get on Vine, get on Vine. I'm like, what is Vine? Because I really don't like to keep a lot of apps on my phone. I feel like I'm like a conspiracy theory where I think a lot of apps will make your phone go slow. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna download it. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, I could do this. So I started doing it at my job and people started like, oh my God, you're so funny, which I was always a class clown. But when other people around the world start thinking you're funny, you're like, oh, I might really be funny. And then it just started taking off.
I'm a conspiracy theorist too, but I don't think the apps are like making your phone go slow. We talked about that earlier, that's how you're laughing. I think they are listening to us.
I do too. Because when it's so funny, I can be talking about like Starbucks or a mall or something, and then you log on to Facebook, that stuff, the ads are on the sound, like, oh, wait a minute.
How do they know?
How do they know I was just talking on, I didn't search it or anything, but I was talking about it and all of a sudden Starbucks pops up or Facebook or Macy's pops up or something pops up that I was like talking about.
It's so weird.
Girl, I got a Band-Aid over my laptop.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna see me?
It's so weird, but we don't want no sauce, so we're not gonna talk about it.
Period.
No. Period. Tell me, when things like Starbucks, you know, last year they were in some pretty hot water over a few racial incidences that happened. When things like that hit close to home, because you did used to work at Starbucks, do you feel obligated to make kind of like a joke or a funny statement about things like that, or no?
To me, I feel like, I mean, I would if I wanted to, because I'm gonna do what I want to do, period. But I feel like the stores that were affected with that, it has to deal with the manager, because you hire people who reflect you, is what I feel. And because I never had that problem when I was working there. We had all types, black, white, Asians, we had Mexicans, we had gay, straight, everything at the job I was at, because that's what Starbucks actually really stands for. So whoever was in those things, in those buildings, that was their manager's fault, to be honest. But I could joke about it because I feel like it's just a store. In comedy, you can touch on anything in comedy. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna offend some people, but it's reality. It's what's real. Some jokes can be a little bit insensitive, but you gotta be careful how you go about saying the joke. So yeah, I joke about it, girl. Everyone
is so PC these days, though, it seems like. Is that a challenge that you kind of have when you create your content?
Like, worry about what I'm saying?
Or offending someone?
Yeah, you just gotta like, child, you gotta just overlook it. Because everybody's not gonna agree with what you say. And I had to learn that because I was under the shade room. I had mentioned something about Chris Brown when he was going about it with the girl. He said, "I want to have sex with a black girl with good hair."
Yeah.
I told people I didn't see anything wrong with that, and they were like, them women went off on me under the shade room. Like, how could you say that in your mama's black? I was like, no. What defines good hair? Like, my dreads could be good hair. Well, it is good hair. You know, a low curly head is good hair, and I don't think he meant like that. If he would have said, "I want to have sex with a black girl who don't have nappy hair," now
that's different. Come
on, Chris. But yeah, so I just feel like some people need to just understand. Stop taking what people are saying so serious and look at how they're saying it. And I think they looked at it as what they wanted it to be, and it wasn't that.
Definitely, we're so quick to kind of partake in cancel culture, I think, these days. So I can see, you know, people just taking advantage of, oh, you just said something, let me do it for clout, right?
Right. And so now what they're doing, I feel is like, now you're causing a war between dark skin and light skin girls. You're like saying, oh, well, dark skin girls got that. Okay, honey, at the end of the day, we're all just people.
And I've seen some light skin girls with some kinks, and I've seen some dark skin girls with some coils. Like,
and some men, if that man wants a girl with her little kinks, let him, that's good hair to him. You know what I'm saying? So, right? Yeah, it's all your preference. Basically. But
the reason I ask this is because so many people depend on comics to make light of situations that are so heavy. Is that something that kind of burdens you?
I don't know if they want us to make light of it because they know we're going to say what we want to say.
Yeah.
So, because sometimes what I may think is making, because I thought I was making light of a situation by saying, y'all, he may not have meant that way. And they attacked me, and I was like, well, I should have just stayed quiet. Like, and that's the thing when you're in like the comedy, acting, or whatever field, you really don't have a voice anymore. They be saying, oh, you should have a voice because you have a platform, but you really don't have a voice anymore because if you say something that somebody don't like and you have all these millions of people following you, you wake up and your DM's going crazy. How the hell did you say that? Why you say this? And you're just like, girl, you know what? Now I see why Beyonce just sit back and be quiet.
Be quiet, right?
Because, honey. How
do you deal with the pressures of social media in that respect, having so many people accessible to you?
I try not, what Erica Badu and them said, I try not to read, and Lauryn Hill, try not to read the comments. You try not to look at them. Look at what your friends have been on. That's why I don't really like to follow a lot of people. I like to just follow friends and family because you gotta make sure you keep that positive energy around you because it's so much negative coming at you now because they're watching everything. They want you to mess up. You have to make sure you keep enough positive energy around you or you become depressed. That's why I feel so many actors and actresses and everybody be getting depressed or suicidal or all that because people don't understand. It's hard. I'm not even an A-lister, child. And I be going through some stuff sometimes. So.
But I feel like with social media, it might be harder because A-list, you still have that barrier. Whereas social media, you are a man of the people.
Of people, yeah. So I might be right. But with me, it's just social media. Theirs is the whole darn world.
True, very true.
They got the whole. They gotta open up and look at the news or TV or magazines. Mine is just right now. It's just I open up, look at the Instagram and comments that get you upset, but theirs is everything.
Talk to me about building your following. How is it that you've managed to build millions of followers on so many different platforms? And I'm going to tell you the significance really of it all is that people that have Facebook might not have Instagram. People that have Instagram might not have Twitter. You know what I'm saying? How were you able to do that?
I stayed myself because I feel people try to do what somebody else is doing. A lot of people do that. Like, oh, if it worked for him, this way gonna work for me. I didn't care what anybody else was doing. I stayed myself. I stayed consistent. And I set goals. Like I was like, okay, I want to reach 100K this month. And even if it was moving slow and I didn't reach it, I was like, hey, maybe it wasn't meant for me to reach it then. I'm gonna reach it, but I still want to reach it then. And then once I hit it, I was like, okay, I want to reach this next goal. So it's just setting goals, being consistent, and make sure it's what you want to do. Like, if somebody else is getting big off of dancing, don't try to do dancing because that's what's going on right now. Figure it out another way. Like, okay, let me do it with dancing and comedy. Mix what I like with it or something like that. So that's why I like to dance, but I can't do all that hit the walls and all that stuff. So it's Friday. That's where my dancing comes in at. So it's like you gotta find a way to make it work for you, and just take your time and don't rush it and don't think it's gonna happen overnight. And that's where people get mad at because they want it to happen overnight. They want it to happen when they want it to happen. You gotta take your time, and that's what I did, child. And it just started working. And on each platform, and what you do is I take some of my Instagram people and I shout it out on Instagram and shout my Facebook out. So then some will go over there. So then they might share their stuff on that. And then I go to Twitter and I shout that one out. Everybody's not going to go everywhere. But once they start sharing videos on that, then it gets their people to share. So it's like a chain reaction.
How do you deal with the politics of each platform though? We talked a little bit earlier about your presence on Facebook and how at this point in time, that's non-existent because of a video mix-up. Let's just call it that, right? Why do you, or how do you navigate through the politics of these different platforms, especially being that your business depends on it?
I try to, each one of my platforms have different videos. Like Twitter is more so like my inner thoughts, like what I'm writing. So I know that crowd. The Twitter crowd, they want to hear what you're thinking, what you feel about something. Like that's what Twitter is. They're like, Twitter is hardcore. You want the truth? Go to Twitter. Instagram is like, that's my teens, young adults, like between like, I say 18 up to 28, 30. That's Instagram. Facebook is like my 25 up to grown folks. And so on that one, I just put my kid videos, and you know, you got to know how to monitor those type of people. So I do that, and Instagram, Twitter. That's how I make that work. You gotta know your platform. I say all this stuff. Social media to me is like a TV. What's gonna bring them people back to your station? So it's like a big TV show, a big TV broadcasting station. And if you can turn on, blame it on Quay, you can turn on Lala, you can turn on DCF Fly. Why do you want to watch the people, and what's going to make them come back? And that's what I do. So it's like you're always thinking of something new to keep your viewers coming back, looking at your TV station. That's what I do.
I've never heard of that analogy, but I love it.
Yeah,
it makes so much sense. But with these stations acting up, IG has been nuts this summer with the bugs or whatever you want to call it. Twitter was being super slow to load.
Oh my God.
Even last week, and then because Instagram and Facebook
are together, it was down.
Does that make you think about life post social media?
Yes. That's why I was like, girl, I got to get myself off of social media. Like, I think I've mastered every platform, because even on YouTube, my YouTube is almost at 2 million. I'm like, I gotta get myself off of that. That's why I was so glad once I got on Wildin' Out, because that now it made like other producers or people who might have been watching me see me, and that's how I got in contact with Lee Daniels. Tyler Perry saw me, so it's like, it's good. So now that you got your foot in the door, and now it's like, what are you gonna do with your foot in that door? You gonna let it close? You're gonna go and walk through it? So that's what I'm trying to do now. You
mentioned some alum from Wildin' Out, DC. I know Just Hilarious.
Be Simone, they're all.
Yes, Be Simone, they're all amazing comedians that kind of have their own little lanes. What is the lane that you want to go into post Wildin' Out or during Wildin' Out? Because DC is able to act and be on Wildin' Out. What is the lane that you want to get into?
Either having my own type of talk show or being in movies. That's where I want to go. So I more so want to lean towards movies, because that's what I do at home. I watch Netflix all day. So I'm like, man, I want to be in a movie like that, or I want to be in a TV show like this. But so anything like with a TV series or movie.
Who would be like your dream writer or director to work with?
I don't really know.
I'll tell you what we're going for you. Remember that fictional project they had with Issa Rae as the writer, Ava DuVernay directing, and Rihanna starring in it, and then Lupita.
What was that? What was it called? Was it called? It was like a hotel movie, right?
Yeah, they said like Rihanna was gonna be like the con artist.
Yeah, I can't think of the name. I think I know what you're talking about. It was something. It was like some hotel or something. Yeah, I watched that too.
I think you would be amazing in something like that.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Tell me, because I saw somewhere that you said when you first got on Wildin' Out, Nick and some of the other comedians were like, just be you. We wanted you for you. We wanted you for the twerking, the Messy Mondays, your content. Wanting to be an actor, do you fear being typecast from your previous content on social and on Wildin' Out and not being able to have a range of roles?
And that's what I be feeling too. I feel like people think that because I'm like, it's Friday and I'm twerking or I'm this, and they think that maybe all you can do is like, I don't want to say hate gay, softer stuff. But no, I can actually do everything. It's just, but once I get comfortable, it can come out. Because like I said, whatever I put my mind to, I can do it. But I think that they might look at me and be like, oh, I don't know if he could do that. But child, if y'all see this, give me that chance and I do it, friend.
Well, what can you do to combat some of those feelings, do you think?
They need to go to my YouTube. No, my YouTube used to do a thing called The Life of TT. And I played, it was like the Eddie Murphys and the Tyler Perrys, where they played all their roles, like the professor and all that kind of stuff. I used to do a thing called Life of TT. I was the boyfriend, I was his best friend, I was TT, I was her friend Tasha, I was the kid, I was the grandmama. I played all the roles on my own, edited. Like, they don't say I wrote everything. Sometimes stuff I improv'd it. I did the camera, all the cameras in the shot. I did all the angles myself. Like, I had to change the outfits. So I'm sitting here talking to nobody here, turn around talking to me again, and changing the outfits in between scenes. Like, girl, that ain't easy, friend.
Wonder if you're literally going and talking to yourself.
Right. And you gotta yell like, there ain't nobody there. I had to put a lamp right here to make sure I had the same like eye length. Like, so I was doing all that, friend.
Hello, technique.
Period. That stuff took time, and I was just like, that's when my YouTube channel wasn't even booming. I had like 200, 500K. And I was like, girl, they ain't appreciating this. They don't understand. But now that it's almost at 2 million, I might bring it back. But and then that I feel will get the attention of people. Because that's what Quay did on Instagram. But mine was on YouTube.
Okay.
And so, but this was before Quay was even doing stuff. And that's how they saw his talent because he was doing, you know, the TT. And I was like, I was the TT.
First off, let's just double back to the fact that you said this was before my channel was booming and said hundreds of thousands of people were watching you.
Because, well, you know, once your numbers start going up, you like, oh, 200K, that's good. Bitch, I'm at 2 million. So yeah, 200, 500K, that was a lot. But now that you almost at 2 million, like, that wasn't nothing, you know?
It makes me think of Tyler Perry. Did you see his speech at the BET Awards?
While everybody was fighting for a seat at the table, talking about Oscar so white, I said, y'all go ahead and do that. But while you fighting for a seat at the table, I'll be down in Atlanta building my own.
Oh my God, so that, see, I was screaming at the TV. I was like, you better say that, Tyler.
But that's exactly what you're doing. You're building your own table for these casting directors to come and sit down with you.
That's why I was screaming.
Yeah.
I was like, he's saying exactly what I feel. Yeah.
It's like one of those memes when they're like, table, that's me. Me, I'm table.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing.
To be honest, because like, I be feeling like sometimes when I be seeing people on the TV or they be getting roles, like, it's not jealousy or envy, but you're like, oh my God, I can do that. Why are they not knocking on my door? And then like when Tyler said that, I was like, Zoe, shut up. Stop asking why they're knocking on your door. You got Instagram, you got Facebook, you got YouTube. Make it your own. So if they don't give you a TV show, child, make your YouTube channel your TV show. It may not be on TV, but YouTube is all around the world. And they don't understand. When I walk outside, I'm not even on TV, but you would think I was on TV. Because I have, bitch, sorry. My followers, I have more followers than some of these rappers and actors and actresses. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, you're doing something right. You're just not on the TV. But who's to say that your YouTube channel isn't your TV? You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, don't nobody really watch TV no more, girl. Some people, they were just down there talking about canceling their cable. Like, cancel your cable, child. What you gonna do? They was, child.
But you know, I feel like what you're saying, it just shows how humane you are because so many creators have that feeling when they're not at the level that they think they should be and this constant state of comparison, especially with social media. That's like a double-edged sword. It's like, I see this person getting these deals. I'm making the same, if not better, to my, you know what I'm saying, my point of view, making this better content. Why am I not getting hit? Why am I not getting, you know, the pickups that other people are getting? And that's so human.
Yeah, and it makes you, it'll discourage you, but that's where my church background comes in. And my mom always taught me what somebody else's blessing is, don't worry about their blessing. That's what God meant for them to have. And whatever yours is, it's going to come when it's meant for it to come. So I just look at it and I'm like, hey, congratulations to you. And it can't be no fake congratulations, friend. And I'm like, congratulations, that was meant for you. You take it and you kill it. And then you just wait on yours, friend. If yours come 3 years later, then it came.
And that's the thing, not waiting.
Yeah, it's hard. But that's your test to see if you really wanted it or if you're going to give up. Because if you gave up, then you didn't want it.
You didn't.
And one thing about me, I'm not going to give up. That's not, that's one thing I don't do that. I hate failure. Everybody asks me what's my biggest fear. My biggest fear is failure. But I won't give up though.
But you continue to try. Do you ever really fail?
Yeah, right now. Because you're still trying, sure.
Yeah.
Then when you stop, that's when you fail. But I'm not going to stop.
Was that ever something that like maybe a parent put on you? Kind of like, okay, like you working at Starbucks, this is cool. What time frame are you giving yourself to be like, all right, you got to go get a salary job or office job or something to that effect? Or was your family always supportive and kind of, you know, just take all the time you need? They
were always supportive, but they didn't know this was going on. They didn't know I was doing the videos then. My mom don't even watch it. But her thing was, if you're going to be at Starbucks, she's like, I don't want you doing no coffee forever. She's like, her thing was always move up in life. So she wanted me to move up to management. After management, move up to the store manager. After that, move up to the office and working like all that. She's moving up in the stairs of Starbucks. I said, girl, I am not going to be with no corporation of Starbucks. I mean, I love them. It's an amazing company. They do so much for people, as far as colleges, gay community, straight. They do a lot. That's a really, if you want to work with somebody, and I don't even look at them as fast food. But if you want to do a lot for a company that's like not fast food, but not like this big thing, work with Starbucks. How they work with insurance, 401k, a little bit, plugging them. Everything. But no, she just wanted me to move up. And I was like, yeah, I want to move up, but I gotta move out.
I get that. your background, you talk about the church. Another, I think, core piece of your background is dance. Tell me about your first love, dance.
Dancing. I used to just always dance around the house. I used to always watch Janet. Like, oh my God, Aaliyah. That's rest I saw. I always watched Aaliyah. She was so good. Janet, Michael, Chris, everybody. And so I went to my high school and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start my own dance team. And so I presented to the it was the Multicultural Club. She's like, okay, we can do that. I brought it up, and child, everybody started coming to the basketball games for the dance team, not for the game, because our team sucked. They lost, but we would dance every halftime, and people came, and it was really good. And,
Zoe said, "I've been putting butts in the seats, honey."
Period. Yeah, I've always been a leader. Like, I've never been a follower. Like, want to do what somebody else is doing. Like, I've always been like, I'm gonna start my own thing. Because they had a dance team, but it was like they did the color guard stuff.
Oh, that's
and nobody was coming to the game. They were just like, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Child, we came out there dancing. Free.
That's like the difference between crumping and praising. Right. Two different things. Like, we're not going to do that.
Right.
How have you been able to kind of monetize that? Talk to me a little bit about your twerking classes and sessions that you have.
That was a spur of the moment. I was like, because I was doing Fridays and I started reading the comments and everybody was just like, you need to start twerking classes. I was like, child, y'all don't understand. I will twerk for like 2 minutes around the camera and I am tired. Y'all want me to do a whole twerk class for 30 minutes?
Like, did you see B2K when they did their reunion tour?
Yeah.
Jarrell came out on stage and he started dancing to the Fat Man Scoop. He was like, I'm tired.
That was me, friend. I said, child, y'all want me to do a twerk class? Y'all don't understand. I was, y'all be thinking I'm dancing all day. But, so it was a spur of the moment. I was like, let me just see if this works. So I did it and they came out and it was so much fun. And now I'm working on trying to do a pole, like a little, I don't want to call it a pole tour, but it's going to come like a pole tour. But every stop in each city, I want to do it at one of the most popular, I guess, pole pole studios there. So yeah, so it's like you get that feel of being in the room with me, dancing. And even if you don't get on the pole, it's just really have fun where you come, you take a couple of shots. We're going to have a caterer there. You pole dance. Even if you want to pole dance, girl, get drunk.
Yeah.
Get drunk, have fun, child. It's just like, this is my Friday. That's what I do on Fridays. I actually do wake up, turn on some music, dance, and I can start my day. And take a shot. But, yeah.
I love that. I love that you're able to kind of keep all these different facets of you in your career. I think, like, honestly, when I see your FaceTime videos and the stuff you do on social media, particularly the commentary that you do, like, with the kids and stuff, you know what it gives me the vibes of? America's Home Videos, but, like, rebooted.
She's talking about my TV show.
We didn't land this, so I never told him that.
But no, yeah, I don't want to say too much, but it'll be like, yeah, America's Funniest Home Videos meets Kids Say the Darkest Thing. So that's all I'm saying. And
how important is it, you talk about your pole dancing and just you interacting with people, how important is that you are able to come out from behind the screen?
Talking about to
be around people and to be around your fans?
Oh, I'm actually awkward.
You're awkward?
Talking about when I go meet people in person?
Yeah, like when you're out and you're doing your pole dancing and stuff like that.
I'm actually awkward. Like I always tell people think because I'm on the camera and I'm like loud and crazy and funny, I'm quiet, I'm examining everything. I'm weird because I'm actually really shy. I'm very shy. But then after I get warm with your friend, over with. Yeah, I'm good. But
I don't even need no shots.
I'm good.
Imagine.
Right. But yeah, no, I'm just real kind of timid. And then after that, I'm good.
Okay, so we talked about your show. We talked about your pole classes coming up in the future. Anything else that you have coming our way that you kind of... No, just the TV show. The pole classes. Yeah, that's it right now. It was I auditioned for the Tyler Perry movie. They're coming out with a new TV show. He called me back. I made the first call, the second call. I didn't make the third call, friend. But it's okay. So that was one thing I was working on, but it's all right. They ain't gonna stop me. Well, after he sees this interview and sees that you've been building your table, I think Tyler will be considered. Right. But my TV show I'm trying to go through. It's going through his people. Oh, cool. Yeah. So then that means you'll be staying here in Atlanta then. Hey, I'm not gonna move to Atlanta. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not leaving here. Oh, good to know. So people can still run up on you in the street and take a picture. Well, I just want people, y'all, if you watch this, friends, y'all go watch it. If I have a scarf and stuff on, don't ask. Don't ask no picture. No, that's the one thing that really It irks me because like they ain't gonna want to take a picture with no scarf on. Yes, they will. No, they don't. Yes. No. Okay. You
say no. Let's say we're not famous or nothing. Are known. I don't say famous, known or whatever. And we just friends. And I do like, girl, let's take a picture right now. And you have your hair wrapped. You like, child, catch me in a minute.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. And I just be like, because that picture's going to go up. And I'm just like, oh my God, I look so ugly in this picture. And I just want them to be, like, they'll lie and be like, oh, you look fine. I'm like,
no, I don't.
Friend,
Don't
why
do
are you
that.
lying? I just called you friend. And then you... you lying. They're like, no, you really do. No, girl, now I don't even want to take the picture, girl, because you lied. Girl, you could just say, no, you don't look good, but I want this picture.
Okay.
That's all you gotta say. They lying, girl.
Okay, so maybe don't run up on you.
Just don't run up.
Okay.
Just be like, do you want to take a picture today?
Okay.
And if I say no, don't pressure. You know, if it's meant, like they say, what's meant to be is meant. You gonna catch me again, friend.
Okay. PSA. Public service announcement.
Don't run up.
It is what it is.
Right.
Okay, so before we get out of here, I am notoriously known for having no rhythm.
Really?
Yes. It is embarrassing.
But your body is like...
No.
I did hear girls with big booties do not know how to twerk. Is that real?
It's real for me. I don't know. One day, I was out with my videographer, and she's like shapely too. And we were at a club scouting a location, and you know, there's certain songs that come on that you gotta twerk. Juveniles.
I don't want to cut.
So it came on, and all you feel is that and she started moving, and I'm like, can you stop moving? Can you stop moving? People won't notice that I'm not moving.
Right.
It's because I can't, but you can. So I just need you to stop. No, I can't.
Oh, Jesus.
So what I need you to do, it don't gotta be a twerk, because I know you said your pants is tight. It don't gotta be a twerk, but I need you to show me one move, because I need to thrive during this hot girl summer, and I can't do that not knowing how to do something when the music come on.
Just do the quick little galloping, girl, and that's it. Go
no, I don't. Okay, I need you to show me. We're gonna turn on a little bit of music.
Okay, friend. It's a quick little gallop.
It's a quick little. Okay.
That's how you tipping into the building, girl. And after that, they gonna be like, oh, she gonna know what she doing, and then you move down. You go stand in the corner, child. You good?
Yeah, the corner, the wall. That's my spot.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah. I know.
You just tipping, friend. That's quick on it. Oh, tip. And that's all you do. You tip on to the counter.
Okay.
Tip, and you go get your drink.
Okay.
So it's like
ready? You gotta break it down step by step.
So back like this.
I didn't even have the balance to do it. Okay.
So then you'll fall back on it.
It's like a karate kick. Okay.
Karate kick. But everybody's like, oh my God, you do this. I call it a stripper tip.
Yeah.
So when you go to a club, that's how the stripper, they come out like a little stripper. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, I can't go and do it.
I can't go down on one
Alright, we gonna double back for our lesson another time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.